Welcome to DWI, episode 5555. You know a little something about that number, don't you, bruh? What's that number mean to you? Is it really significant or is it 56?
It was
54. That was last episode. We should have said
54
something.
was my home number. 55 was my away jersey.
And that shit was scary because every time you took your ass on the road, you made sure you had 2.2 sacks. So, with that being said, welcome to episode 55. Without further ado, fellas, let's get straight into it. That's Duve, that's Wax, I'm Ellie, we are DWI. So, if you guys could like, share, and subscribe, we'd appreciate that. And Duve, I think you got something to add on to that?
Yeah, in that comment section.
Definitely. So that helps our algorithms, that keeps our show going. So, fellas, without further ado, let's get straight into it. Yo, fellas, what about last night? What about last night, man? Shout out to your peoples, man. She definitely made that shit happen, man. So shout out to you, NK, for keeping us in the game, letting us go see a legend, a real one. I think, I get, oh, shit, you got your shit. Okay.
You already know.
Okay,
the
so
merch.
If y'all don't know what we talking about, we went and seen Nas last night, the God MC, man. Fellas, what do y'all think, man? I'm going to start with you, Wax. What do you think, man? How you think it went last night for you?
Well, first and foremost, he performed with a symphony, which was dope within itself. And then he sent the symphony off and then did like most of his music leading up to like, you know, music from the past, music till now. And that shit was so fire, man. That was the best concert I think I've ever went to. It was, hands down.
Dude, how you feel about last night, man?
It was dope, man. I'm still like, you know what I mean, in awe of the whole thing, man. Like he really tore that shit down, man. Had everybody standing up out their seats. At first, you know, when the orchestra was there, it was cool. It was like, you know, it was intimate type of thing. But then once he sent them away, he kept a DJ up there, like a piano guy, and he kept the drummer. And the drummer, shout out to the drummer.
Oh my
Dude,
God.
he snapped out, man. And he had a little something. You know, at the end when they said get a drummer something, he was able to play Nas out. You know, as far as like the concert concluding, he was able to do the encore and pretty much everything else that leads after a concert, man. That brother brought it down. Dude, I think you got a couple clips, man.
Yeah, I'll put them up right now.
Yes! So, working on my first tape, I knew I had to write in the perspective of a kid, of a young man who wanted the whole world and everything in it. It's mine, the rules world. I can't hear you. It's mine. Hip-hop fans in the building. Who would have thought? We've been doing this orchestra thing since 2014. It's just getting bigger and bigger every year. So what we do is rap to no tracks. It's all musicians. We're doing it all. These cats are playing out. Get one on it out. Watch the two. Got the name out. 9-6 ways on it out. On time away. Go FBO LA. Bubble and cake. Dip the chest. Survive the range of the after. And blast the same game and man catches. Bitch out front. 30 sneaks, 32 shotguns. Bring a leg to my gun. 17 my queen. One ring. Let me get my people hooked. That's one night. Check it out, y'all. My first album had no limits against comparison. And I would love what? Meaning isn't this professional level. Or would you question the spread of the world still? Tattoos real, child to the course. Reports of that. Show me your belly, yours like that. Take a back in Africa. Get it with me and Pop. Soldiers of the same struggle. The names of hunters. Keep shook, I feel the round double. This is my football field. Throw a pair from my round shoulder bag. Like a 2 meter a stand for the quarterback. Every word is like a soda. They all saw after hurting the California. This little hood on the corner. Many try many. Coming down if you want to walk with blood. I got mine open. They got will. Who wants it now? When the speak over, they try to fuck up you. They not real. They not real. Oh, it's a party now. Get a little spicy. To all the bosses, what's up, bird? Let's go. Bullshit. Your lordship. We talking nonsense of I used to run my block now corporate. Hopping out, you know it's Nas when the doors lit. Oh, squad like the murders. Then taking the style of rocks. She wants me like the chick. Point side like the bunker. Blowing and hitting tucker. The Tarantino uncle. From the sweet chick buckle. Rock a big at the rubber ring. Middle of the summer. Can't get it done. Queens need the money. Always stacking it up. Spicy. Pricey. See what? Visualizing the real rhythm. Fuck the best. To be the salary. Money don't really take it. That's the in between. We never make it. 'Cause yeah. It's 5%ers. Tradition. I went up. Will it take us up? Never. Smoke a weed in the streets without cops arrest. Imagine going to court with no trap. Lifestyle, cruising with behind the waters. No welfare supporters. Lots of sort of way we raise our daughters. Days are shorter, nights are cold. Feeling like life is over. These snakes strike. The world's hot, so got out. Evidently, it's elementary, they wanna go home. Trooping out of state one. All we really need is one life. Live your life to the fullest. Every day you wake up is your birthday. Happy birthday. Don't let nothing stop you. You're beautiful, Pittsburgh. And I love you forever. Thank you. And my brother Hayes, he wants to thank you with his hand. With no further ado, show your love, Hayes. Oh. Hayes, y'all. Peace, we love you.
Pittsburgh, make some noise for Nas right now! Salute!
But yeah, man, that was dope, man.
Yeah.
Did you? I mean, I know they seen how that drummer went ballistic, man, and how he was able to close out the show with doing what he does. I wonder how you get picked for that job.
I don't know.
I wonder if it's an audition process and Nas has to hear you, or if this dude is a somebody and we ain't recognizing him for how he gets down. So
You have
shout
to
out
be
to
a
the drummer,
beast,
man.
because like they're doing that every other city or whatnot. So you know what I mean. You have to be somebody to be able to carry your own.
I think he said this has been going on since what, 2014?
Yeah.
So that's what, 12 years coming up next year. So that's what, 11 years.
What, since he's been doing the orchestra stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's dope in itself, man. I
This
mean,
is
the
dope.
way he had it laid out, the strings, the wind instruments, the doggone, the brass instruments, the percussion.
another fire thing is they played that like
Yeah.
dun, 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 like the intro to Illmatic before
Right.
Nas even came out, and
Right.
then like after they got done with that, then he walked out on the stage. Like that whole thing was fire,
Bro,
man.
what about when he bought out AZ, man? I
Yeah,
was bugging,
oh
bro.
my gosh.
I was bugging.
Crowd went crazy too.
Bruh, he came out realizing the realism of life and actuality.
Yeah, and like he even let him rock with like some of his own like solo songs.
That
like,
Sugar Hill.
yeah, like
Sugar
that
Hill.
was so dope, man.
Bruh, they're true showmen, you know, as far as the way that their chemistry is between each other, man. That's like us, man. They've known each other for some years, but they didn't let the show business and the politics of it get in the way of the love that they got for each other.
Right, and he still brings him out. Like that's some dope. That's dope.
Yeah, man. It's not like they fell apart like
Right.
G Unit or any like
Right.
most of the stuff we came up on.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like they're still cool, still in the pocket together, man, and that's dope, man.
And do you like any other MC could do that? Is anybody like you think anybody else could like rock like that with an orchestra? Like, can you think of anybody that would that shit would be dope with too?
I did see Young Jeezy has one coming out soon. I don't know if he's been doing it for a while or
Right.
not, but like it just wouldn't hit the same.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I'm not trying to take anything away from
No,
Young
I mean, I
Jeezy,
get
but-
it, man. That's just like listening to Hill Street Blues by Cool G Rap and it being played with violins like that. I mean, it just doesn't kind of, you know, the aesthetics don't match,
Right.
if you will.
Right, because Nas is a classy dude. So
He
it's
is,
like,
man.
It
And-
fit.
And he's always incorporated jazz
Right.
into his shit, so it went hand in hand.
Right.
Yep.
Like,
He
because
had
of his father.
He had that sample of his pops playing after that Life's a Bitch when he,
Yeah,
man,
man.
bro, it was
That-
just laid
that
the fuck
was
out.
so
They
dope,
did the
man.
firm shit too.
Yeah.
So that, for me, it was a big moment, man. It was just one of those deals that was just totally crazy. Because I remember being a young buck listening to Nas, and I'm like, now he's in PA?
Right.
Definitely, like, wild out last night, man. It was just surreal, man. I'm like, holy shit.
Bro, I was definitely like fanned out.
Starstruck,
Yeah,
if you will.
you know what I mean? On the edge of my seat. I kind of could hear what the band was gonna play
Right.
leading into the next song, and I was like, just scrambling, like, all right, what's next? What's next? And then like after he sent the symphony off, the orchestra, then he started getting into like some more shit, like partying, like
Right.
that was. So,
Yeah,
that
'cause
was so dope.
after he sent them away, like I didn't sit down because we, when the orchestra was there, we was sitting down. We stand up whenever AZ came out, everybody got rowdy, but then everybody would sit back down and still listen. Once he sent them away, it was a party in there, man. I refuse. I'm like, I'm not sitting down no more. I'm like, we just here. If you're behind me, you're going to have to stand up too. Should have been standing anyway. So,
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, they was trying to do all type of shit, man, and it was
Right.
just like as far as regulate the room and whatnot. Everybody was like, "I hear you, but I'm not listening."
right.
So
They
you know
did
what I'm saying?
like Uchi Wally. They did I Ruled the World. They did Spicy, which caught me off guard a little bit. Like, you know what I mean? I was like, with who's in that song? Him, ASAP Ferg, and I can't think of the old boy's name.
I know what you're talking about.
Fabio Foreign or something like that.
yeah.
But like that whole shit
Man,
was
they
dope,
did.
man.
They did short it.
Yeah.
Say what's your
Yeah,
price.
that was.
They did that. I mean, they did that. Like it was like a collective. Nas hit like he did that. He did the joint with him and Missy Elliott, that Hot Boys,
Yeah,
that remix.
I forgot about that
shit
one.
was hard, man.
Yeah.
That shit was hard,
It
man.
was dope.
And just to see the old school element in the room, man, that lets us know, Louis, we're still necessary in this
Right.
whole arena called life. You hear me, Wax?
I do.
That showed that our music that we listen to, that motherfuckers feel like you're stuck in the 90s. You're stuck there. You're stuck, Matter of fact, I ain't even telling them where the hell we're stuck at, man. Until they do three things, Wax.
And what's that?
That's like, share, and subscribe. And dude, I think you got something to add into that.
Yeah, get in that comment section. Let us know what your favorite Nas album is, or song, or just what he means to the culture.
I was about to say, and big ups to we got some new subscribers.
Yeah.
too,
Oh, yeah.
man. Like,
We moving up. We getting up there.
Yeah, man.
We appreciate that, man.
sure.
Keep-
Definitely.
I mean,
All the
for
love. And definitely keep the love going from everybody that's been here from day one with the journey. Mark M, everybody that's still showing love. If you're still out there, make yourself present. Let us know that you're still watching. Dimples, I know she left a little something on there a couple of weeks ago. So shout out to Big Sis. Let's just keep the show rolling with a lot of love like we felt last night.
Right.
The element in the room last night, fellas, was love.
It was a lot of love, linen and cologne.
Right, oh man, because it was hot. It felt like a middle school function in that motherfucker, man. I was like, okay, first of all, if this motherfucker burns down, nobody's getting out of this bitch, and that's including us.
Right.
I'm looking for the doors, the escape route. We always got to find a way out, but it was so elegant, you had to die elegant. Like we'd have been dead up in that bitch, charred up and shit, all elegant looking like.
Yeah, everybody was suited and booted, man.
Fucking right. We didn't look too shabby neither.
Nah,
Motherfuckers had some of that shit on, man. So
you already know.
I'm all right with what that, head and tail, but like it was just so dope, bro, to see it from that aspect and that point of view.
It was. If he comes back, we have to go see it again.
Definitely doubling down on that.
Because like he has so many albums where he can just focus on one album and then sprinkle in some more stuff, and keep doing that. I don't know how long he wants to be on the road doing that, but
bruh, he'd be up there for about an hour and a half longer if he did just one extra album.
Right.
So let alone all the collectiveness that he got, he'd be up there for 2 days straight.
Bro, he could. I mean, because he spit every bar like it's on the record. Like, he sounded exactly the same.
Right.
Like, that shit was so fire, man. Like,
it was just dope to see it from that light, bruh.
Yeah.
Despite the fact on if it was with an orchestra or if it was in a louder arena, it fit the night. And what was so strange, bruh, is I never felt so at home in a room full of strangers before like I did yesterday.
Yeah.
It felt like we was all there for one common cause, and that was the peace.
Right.
Like my Libra scale was happy yesterday, bro.
Right.
Because it was pure, like, evenness as far as the element in the room.
All walks of life, too, man. Like, all age groups. Like, I think you sat next to a young cat, right? Young white dude that probably shouldn't know who Nas is.
He was 16 years old when he brought his mom out, and he knew more about Nas than she did, and she was from that era, in which case, shout out to the boy and his mom for coming out and supporting the moment.
Dope, man. I sat next to, like, some burly, like, lumberjack looking dude that knew every line to every song. I'm like, it was wild how everybody came together for that particular night. Right?
Yeah.
And it was like I said, it was like an intimate setting. Like it wasn't like a like a stadium or nothing crazy. It was like a small, Heinz Hall, which, I don't know how many people it holds, but it's not crazy. It's not too many. So it was just like core people that rock with Nas. It was just like
your little slice of Nas in your section.
Right.
Everybody got their little piece. Like, have you ever been to a wedding? Have you guys ever been to a wedding and the wedding cake is tears high and everybody gets a little cut of the cake? That's what it felt like.
Right.
We all got our little slice of that moment, man, and it was so fucking cold-blooded, man. Wish you was there, but hopefully that those videos that we provided sufficed. We went through a lot of shit to get those videos, so I hope you motherfuckers is happy.
Right.
Hey, I was about to say, big ups to you, too, because, like, after the show, we left and we didn't get any merch. And then, like, we weren't really allowed to re-enter.
Right.
And this man talked his way back in, so I followed suit.
My man.
And we got to stay in the line and get some T-shirts.
I got stuck outside, but
yeah,
they shut the door on me. I was like 2 people behind them. They was like,
Yeah.
Bro,
but shout out to my man Illy. Came through with the merch for me.
Man,
so
no doubt, man. We're big supporters, man. So just like we want you to support us, we support Nas and the endeavors that he does, man, because he's feeding the public good information, man. Shit that's good for the soul, man.
And another thing, man, like, I'm glad that we are able to give him his flowers while he's still here.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, don't wait till, like, an artist dies and then you want to give them their flowers.
Right.
Because, like, that's a shame. Like, they do so much while they're still here. Show them love while they're still here.
And I'm sure they don't do it to be appreciated, but it feels good to hear somebody say, hey, man, your music's dope. Or, man, your podcast, I watch it at work. I watch it here. I watch it there. We're doing this for y'all, just like Nas did that for us, man. Right. So we hope y'all's getting what we're trying to put out there in the atmosphere, and that's nothing but love, because, like, we know that, you know, this is a endless rat race and an endless, every day nobody's going to say, hey, man,
Right.
you that shit you did as a father when you hooked up, you know, your kids with that little situation you did, good shit.
Right.
Or hey man, that shit you do every day for your girl and your daughter and all of that, you did a good job.
Yeah,
Nobody's ever gonna tell me, Dad, you know, you're an amazing dad, until they become a father themselves to see how the gratitude exchange works.
They'll be quick to tell you when you did something wrong.
Oh man.
So,
what about that time you
shot Byron?
Yeah. That's gonna be a key phrase. Anytime we bring that up, shot Byron comes out, because I always want to say that when I do that.
But I will say this though, Jim Jones could never do anything.
No.
And he better stop playing with the legend.
Stop playing with fire.
right.
Period. And that's just the hater in me having to point that out, because nobody else was thinking about Jim Jones. But,
Well, because, I mean, it's a little ridiculous, man. I mean, a motherfucker gets some money, gets some notoriety, gets some fame. You would think that he does a little something special for where he comes from, or for what he loves inside of what he's doing. Nas, he loves the game so much that he wants to give it to everybody in his music. Therefore, he drops little stones inside of each album, little jewels, man, breadcrumbs, if you will, to what he sees and interprets in life. We get it. Anybody that was at that concert last night got the fucking assignment. You feel me? They got the memo.
Sure.
They was like, all right, this is what we doing. Okay, all right, bet. Everybody was in tune and in sync.
Right.
In life, that's what it takes, bruh, to be in tune with thyself, man, and the big guy above. So it's like everybody's just going off on a skew in their own tangent. They're not even getting the pure beauty of life and seeing it for what it's supposed to be.
Right. Facts.
So, you know, shout out to Nas, man, for just slowing it down, man, and letting us remember.
Right.
Like, okay, let me ask you this, Uwe. When was you first introduced to Nas?
Oh, of course, Illmatic, but like the first time I really tapped into it was I Am.
Mm-hmm.
But that was later. Then I had to go back, I had to double back and really listen to the first two. But like it was, of course, you know, like I said, everybody, you knew Illmatic was something different.
Right.
But like at that point, we were that was 93, so we're 13. So it's like, you know.
Something like
13,
that, maybe
14.
93, 96, somewhere in that area.
90, the first Illmatic was 93.
Oh, 93?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
I'm sorry.
So, you know, I mean, we were young, and then once, like I said, then it was written, and I still love that one, but then once I Am came out, that's when I really, really tapped in.
It solidified him as an artist.
And I had to go back and was like, oh, this dude.
How about you, Wax?
I'll never forget it, because it fucked me up. It like, I was riding, it was me, Tony Carper, and Jai, and we were going to Elwood to one of their little bazaars in the summertime. You remember when they...
Yeah.
And it was raining, and he put that tape in, man, and it just blew my fucking mind. It blew me away, truthfully. And I'm just like, what? Like, this is what Queensbridge is like? Like,
it opens your eyes up.
Yeah,
It did the same for me, man. My brother, actually, shout out Budala, man. It was him that introduced me to that aspect of it. And when I heard that music for the first time, it was like the veils were off, and it was like, damn, that's what they doing up there. It sounds like craziness. And mind you, I'm young. Nas at the time was what, 17, maybe, almost an adult. I don't think he was quite 18 yet, but at that time I was probably 10 or 11. You dig what I'm saying? Maybe a little bit older, maybe 12. So, you know, my mind couldn't wrap around everything he was saying because I wasn't into that shit.
Right.
You know, smoking oops, you know, putting two blunts together and making a big, we call them extendos around here. You know what I mean? But they call them oops. So with that being said, I didn't understand that aspect of it because I wasn't
like
into
all street slang.
Yeah.
And shit. Yeah.
But I understood when he described it because he painted it like Picasso.
Bro, you can see it. Like, I could see the train going by. Like, every time I heard it on the, you know what I mean? Like, I felt like I was there. I'm like, man, I thought we had it bad in Beaver Falls, but like the shit he's describing is insane.
Right.
You know what I mean? And to maneuver through that and get yourself out of that situation is saying a lot.
And now he's like a billionaire.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean? Like he's made so much fucking paper, just made so many dope deals, and he's not out there, you know what I mean, promoting it or like, you know what I mean, out there like, you know, like a mogul type, but he really is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He deserves it, man.
I think he just opened up he's part owner of a casino up there in New York. So I mean,
Here's the thing, dude.
that's just money making right there.
When you look at MCs, and MC means master of ceremony for those of them that don't know. But when you look at MCs in the hip hop culture, not too many of them motherfuckers have friends. That's just the way it is. It's just the way that it is, whether it's business that messed it up, whether it's just like, I don't like this motherfucker no more, or just outgrowing the situation. With Nas, he keeps a lot of his friends that he had earlier in the game.
Right.
And he's a dolo artist. It's not like he's in a crew that he has to maintain a certain type of decorum between the, you know, two of them or three of them. He's a solo artist and has that much love. That says a lot about a person, man.
Right. I mean, he did break them niggas down on Bridge Is Over though. Like, he lost a few of them with that one, but
I'm sure they reached, you know, they
Yeah.
doubled back and, you know, got shit together because at that point they realized how foolish.
you had to destroy and rebuild.
That's it.
That's just what it is sometimes.
That's it, man. So, shout. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say big ups to Nas.
Shout out to Nas, man. It was a dope event, man, and you know, it was one of those things that I'm glad we was able to, you know,
Right. And the
Witness.
as a crew.
right. And to bring it back to what Wax said, glad we can give him his flowers while he can still have them, because you know we lost a few people this last week. You know what I mean, like that were big in our childhood and everything.
Heck
So,
yeah, man. Like starting off the week, it was Malcolm Jamal Warner, man.
Right.
I didn't expect to hear that news, y'all. I was at work. Like when they say, "Where was you at when this happened?" I'm at work, and you know I see a lot of people on their Facebook looking and saying,
Right.
"Did you hear about this, and this?"
Right.
You called me.
yeah.
I'm like, what? Matter of fact, it was the group text. Y'all two was talking about it. At that point, I was just now hearing about it, and it was the confirmation with y'all two.
Right.
You know, and I'm like, shit.
Yes.
And
Rest in
then,
peace, man. Malcolm Jamal Warner, man. He died down there in Costa Rica on a rip current. They said, like, be careful out there.
Right.
The ocean is a wild place.
He wasn't old by any
Nah.
he was 54, man.
any means.
Then, Ozzy Osbourne.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people, they say that he more or less re-engineered, you know, what they say now is classic rock, but back then was just rock and roll. Right. He re-engineered it with that sound that he came out with. Like, I'll never forget hearing Crazy Train for the first time. And, you know, that dude just, bam. I could put that on right now and lift the house up. If I'm out there doing some like training or something like that with me or lifting or helping my kids out, that's probably in the playlist on the rotation.
It's that like we having a background in like R&B and rap. We definitely knew who he was and knew his music. So he kind of like he went like mainstream almost.
And he was. They said Ozzy Osbourne was crazy, man.
For sure.
What about him biting the head off a bat? That was a real thing, by the way. Yeah. Ozzy Osbourne bit the head off of a bat, and some said it was by accident. I don't know like what he was into or like why he had that bat or how he even got it. Right. But I'm gonna tell you this right now: if a bat's in the room, you're not gonna see me in there. Let alone accidentally biting his head off. Like, first of all, I'm scared to get bit. I can't get bit. And I'm not saying it won't happen. I'm just saying, like, I like.
You're gonna do everything you can.
Yeah, with the way
with
the way that my blood is set up, I can't have bat, germs in it. Like, so, I'm unable to get bit by that bat by the way that my blood is all.
Right.
You know?
And like I said, shout out to Ozzy. The fact that he even made it as long as he did is like
amazing.
Amazing, because like I didn't. Who thought Ozzy was gonna make it that long?
I didn't. I mean, that man damn near lived what they gave you in the Bible. That 4 scores and 7.
Right.
I'm like, shit. Ozzy was out there doing a lot of stuff. I'm sure.
Right.
Yeah, and he kind of reinvented himself with like the TV show, and you know what I mean.
Right.
And his wife parlayed that into being on The View for a little bit and stuff.
His
like,
daughter got on there too.
Yeah, like I mean, like he just kept going up, man. Like so, you know, big ups to him, man. And then we lost Hulk Hogan.
That's what I
Listen,
was about to
brother.
say.
Listen, brother. When I heard that, man, I actually like listened up. I was like, oh shit, that's my brother talking.
Yeah.
That's-
I mean, and like Hogan got in trouble with some racist,
Yes, he
racist
did,
shit.
man. That motherfucker said the illest shit.
Yeah, so you know that part kind of
Twice.
Yeah, that kind of sucked because like growing up, like I don't give a fuck if you was our age growing up and you heard that my man inside and you heard that and seen the nigga running down the man, I'd be ready to go crazy. Yeah, I'd be ready to go bonkers every time I seen Hulk Hogan run down the aisle.
You know what it was? He made us feel included. He was like, oh, my little Hulksters and Hulksteds. You know what I mean? My little Hulkamaniacs.
You know what, Mean Gene, brother?
Like, I was probably about
Eat your
5.
vitamins. And
Yeah, he
Say
was
your
telling us
prayers.
what to do. I'm like, oh, shit, that motherfucker's all right.
Right.
I mean, plus he was like a global star. He was in Rocky. He was
Right.
like he slammed the Giant. I remember when he slammed the Giant. I was like, I've seen it all now.
Yeah.
Like,
Listen, he's the reason wrestling is what it is now. Like he's damn near solely the reason. Him and Vince.
Entertainment value.
Yeah, like before that, wrestling was like some local. Everybody had their own little faction in certain parts of the country, but once he took that shit worldwide, like it was worldwide after that. Like it was, you know what I mean? Like it was
No
in
turning
everybody's
back.
house. Yeah.
And it was a big epidemic because at that point, WWF was fresh. It was a fresh thing. And, like, the guys we knew had come and gone by now, of course. But it was to what you guys watch now. What is there still Raw that comes on
Yeah.
or whatever?
Yep.
I stopped watching it after so
Yeah, me
long.
too, me
But,
too.
me too.
you know, what everybody's watching out there, we seen the beginning of it. So,
Hey, remember when you said you went to a match and saw that they was pulling punches and
Oh,
stuff?
I was disgusted. I forget. It was like I went to my mom took me to some wrestling matches back in the day, and it was like the one I remember the most was it was the Bushwhackers were fighting the model Rick Martel and Tito Santana, and they weren't even hitting them. I was so mad because it was a house show, so they weren't. It wasn't on TV where they really had to sell it. It was just Pittsburgh, so they was like, well, we can take a night off. Yeah, we can take a night off, and
these kids won't know the difference.
right. And they were like, I was like, this shit. It was like, it was that was my Santa Claus, and that's when I realized Santa Claus wasn't real.
Can you imagine dude finding out that that's fake that night?
Yeah.
So hold on. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Nah, I could see that. Like,
Now, listen, there was alleged stuff that happened after that with you. What did you end up doing up there?
What? I punched Sergeant Slaughter in the shoulder.
Bruh.
I was just being a dumbass bad kid. And I believed all of this shit. Like I was, you know what I mean? So Sergeant Slaughter came down and I was front row. I ran up to the front to the little rails.
How old was you, bro?
I was probably like 10, 8 or 9 or 10. And Sergeant Slaughter comes out and I forget who he was fighting, but they pushed him to the rail and I was like, with my little tiny ass fist.
That motherfucker, Wax, he seen through the well. He was looking through the rail. Like, I'm gonna fuck you up after this fight. He was like, you, with the little kid, with the gray shirt on.
I'm not leaving here until I see some physical harm. Like,
That is so funny. He was like, if nobody's throwing real punches,
I'm going to throw one.
he was like that little lady off Coming to America. Like, if you're really a prince, I'll marry you.
Right. That was, like I said, that was my Santa Claus. That was my Santa Claus because wasn't allowed to believe in Santa Claus back in the day. So wrestling took the place of Santa Claus, where some fake shit was real. I thought these motherfuckers was real. Like Macho Man would be on Arsenio Hall. I'm like, this Macho Man's really Macho Man.
And he had those Slim Jim commercials. So he's like, snap into a Slim Jim, brother.
Hey, that was your heel turn right there. Like,
I know.
That was your origin story.
Yeah, that was the moment dude turned bad. He turned into a villain.
Right.
He was a good kid up until that point. Ate his vitamins, said his prayers, made his bed every day. He stopped making his bed.
That's when you took a turn for the worse.
You know what that was? That was the last fucking fulfillment of the prophecy.
Nah, we lost a couple people, man. There was a couple others.
But, you know, back to Malcolm Jamal Warner, man. Remember that fucking shirt? What was that shirt that he made?
That Gordon Gartrell.
Gordon Gartrell, bro. That shit,
Forever
man.
in infamy. You can just post that picture and instantly everybody knows what the hell that shirt was.
Shout out to Malcolm Jamal Warner's character, Theo, for the whole Gordon Gartrell concept. But, you know, in its place, rest in power, all you gentlemen, man. You created a humongous legacy that you've left behind as far as the endeavors, the music, the acting. And Malcolm Jamal Warner was a musician himself.
Right.
So, you know, with that being said, rest in power, gentlemen. And, you know, a little moment of silence for everybody that, you know, passed away. So. Back to that Gordon Gartrell, man. That shirt, man. Woo!
Right.
You remember when that brother, man, he wanted that shirt so bad. How much do you think it was back then? Now, this is 87.
I think it was like $80.
So $80 today, it'd be a good, cool 300 dundo, maybe,
right.
if you will.
Damn near.
So,
Yeah. And those kind of shirts was the shit back then. Them silk button downs.
but it wasn't the fact that it was silk. It was gold in the front. It had the blue accents all through it, man. That's the part that was the fresh part.
Right. Everybody wanted one of
That motherfucker wanted to be doing this in it, right here. This move right here. Because you had to have on a certain type of material to pull this and or that off right there. Like this shoulder move right here.
You can't use cotton for that.
No, you see how stiff I look? I look like a fucking zombie in this. If you had that silk one on, you know what I mean? It just gives you a different element to that 80s fly bug that used to be jumping on.
I was that cotton back then was used for undershirts only.
Hell yeah.
You wasn't supposed to wear t-shirts out the house.
Get daddy's good cotton shirt off the ground. And that's what I don't want dog hair all on my shirt. Get my shirt up. That cotton shirt was a mean one.
Right.
Who made that Gordon Gartrell shirt?
It was Denise.
Vanessa or Denise?
Denise.
Denise, okay.
And I'm sorry, y'all. She did zero wrong. I mean, in anything that she ever did. I don't give a fuck if that shirt was fucked up or not. She looked delicious making that shirt and delicious after the shirt was made. I love Denise, man. Shout out to Lisa Bonet. No.
Right.
Well, if I love Sandra, y'all both are Tempest Bledsoe, a.k.a. Vanessa. Yeah, and here's the thing. I'll take Sandra if that means I get Denise. Y'all both got to share Tempest Bledsoe, a.k.a. Vanessa. And then here's another kick in the balls. We're Keisha Knight Pulliam, a.k.a. Rudy's age. So as Rudy grows up together with me, I get Rudy as well.
You got Alvin.
That's fucked up, man. That's fucked up, bro. That's fucked up.
But, like, going back to the fashion, like, what was y'all's, like, would y'all rock that back in the day? What was some fashion?
Real Gordon Gartrell?
Yeah, something or something like that. Like, what was like
You
the
gotta figure
shit?
Giorgio Brutini?
Right.
Fucking,
Sergio Valente?
Sergio.
I don't know.
Sergio, or was it? No, it was Sergio Brutini. Well, it was Giorgio Brutini.
I don't know.
GB's, Giorgio Brutini's.
I didn't have access to none of them shit, so I had Sears.
Sergio Valentes.
I was in the Sears Husky section, so
It was either Lee's or nothing. And by Lee's, L-E-E. It wasn't even Lee's. It was Lee jeans. A lot of motherfuckers like, man, give me my Lee's over there. Like, add an S on there.
Right. But what was y'all's favorite like black fashions from back in the day? Like that we used to rock.
Man, we had
middle
a
school.
ton of dope shit. Carl Kanai.
Carl Kanai was the shit.
Like that with the K, the double K's and shit. We had 2 K's in our you know what I mean, little situation.
With the
And
little
cross
signature.
color.
Yeah,
Cross color was dope. Skids.
Yeah.
Y'all remember Skids? I hate to sell it, fail. I was like, I hate to sell it, fail.
Helter Skelter.
I hate to say it, but what about poop pants?
I never had none, but
AKA parachute pants.
right. I never had none of those.
AKA hammer pants. I had a pair. I had some genie ones, man. They was the wildest. Man, bro, we wore them shits, man.
You know what was dope that people don't wear anymore? Was the bibs. Remember the bibs?
Overalls.
Oh,
Some
yeah.
people wear them.
I mean, like, it's not a thing anymore. Like,
Nah. You got to be
You
like,
had to have you a couple pair of those back in the day. That was a must.
what
You
about
had
when
to
they
have-
start making them in the shorts?
those too? You had to have those.
And you weren't cool if you had both of them
Nah.
fastened. You
Yeah.
had to have, like, one swinging over the shoulder. We were so stupid back then.
But what else was there? There was damaged,
Damage was crazy.
boss.
Now, boss, you'll never see that again, I'm sure.
Probably not.
It created a lot of gang violence, too, with wearing that type of shit, man. It was like, you know.
Was a Hugo boss.
And then it just went its own way and became boss.
Right. And then niggas was wearing Hilfiger until they found out that we thought, even though it probably wasn't true,
What about South Pole?
that Hill. Remember, hold up. Remember we used to rock Hilfiger, and then they said Hilfiger
It was racist.
was racist, and that who knows if that was even true, but it stuck like wildfire. Niggas was like, no more Hilfiger.
Documentaries on Hilfiger
Right.
and that rumor being
Right.
started and stuff.
He was
It's
like, I
fun.
got a black mistress. Talking shit. I love black pussy. I mean, black people. Talking shit.
Then FUBU.
Shit.
FUBU took off.
Yeah.
Like, wow.
Yeah, but I was just saying, you got that's the same question I was.
Well,
Like,
go ahead.
we're like, why do we stop rocking with?
I don't.
It's like once shit gets like, once the word is out that it's lame, it spreads, and then nobody rocks with it ever again.
Like,
As
well,
soon as it hits Gabriel's,
I was
Right.
no.
over.
As soon as it hits Walmart.
Gabriel's first.
No, because Gabriel's was
no,
a mall.
Not necessarily.
Gabriel's
Walmart.
was a mall for some people
Listen,
back in the day.
Walmart is the last straw. That
Bruh.
like you have to go through levels.
Did you ever shop at Gabriel's?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Did you?
Yeah.
When's the last time you bought clothes from Walmart?
Never.
So, with that being said,
That's because Walmart only has Walmart clothes. Like they don't really sell anything else.
but FUBU was there. Once Walmart got FUBU and it was accessible to everybody, it's over.
That's Gabriel's though. That's what I'm saying. Like
Oh,
once everybody
but I
can get
shopped at
access,
Gabriel's.
so did I.
So that didn't matter. Once Gabriel's
did
had it,
matter.
it was just
It-
that everybody
listen.
could get it.
Exactly.
But now, when it's
Exactly.
at Walmart, everybody can get it.
That's the last straw. Gabriel's is
That's
like
what I
the,
was saying.
Gabriel's is the downfall to clothing brand.
You think
And
so?
then
or
I know some-
Marshalls and,
yeah,
and Burlington.
Like
But they have Polo, and Polo still sells.
But
for
they
$1.20
only
or
have
something.
random polos.
I bought a nice Polo
Yeah,
at
they
Marshalls.
damn, but you don't find them there all the time, and they're just randomly there.
I mean, but
like,
I randomly
you can-
found
you
3 of
can
them on
find-
3 different occasions.
you
Just
can,
saying.
You can find like Sean John there every fucking time you go. It's everywhere. You know what I mean?
I'm
Or
just
Rock
saying,
Away.
I bought 3 random button-up Polos from Marshalls 3 different times.
All right.
But I'm just saying, like, once everybody has access to it, like, where you don't have to, like, put a special order in.
No
or-
exclusivity.
Yeah, like, it's a wrap. Like, that's why you'll never see Gucci or Louis or any of these named, like, top brands in, like,
Places
Gabriel's
like
or Walmart or anywhere like that. Like,
I got you. I was misinterpreting. My bad. Apologies
it's
to
all
you.
good. I'm just saying, like, once it hits that road, it's over. It's
You're
over.
right about that. You're 100% factamundo. Now, I will say this. Along the lines of that, South Pole.
Right.
Remember South Pole?
I put stock in the South Pole
We all did.
South Pole.
and Echo.
Echo.
Yeah.
What about Anichi?
Yeah, I remember that.
That was so fire too,
Right.
man.
They had the velour joints, man. The velour sweatsuits.
And Sean John, if we're being honest.
And Rockaware. Mm-hmm. But
G
like,
Unit.
yeah. But it's like once that shit ain't cool anymore, it ain't cool anywhere.
Once they
Unless you're a
flood the
fiend.
market, Like
Right.
once they're like, all right, we gotta get it all out. Like it's over.
Okay.
It is over.
Either that or whoever is in charge of it. If something happens to them, where you know what I mean, where it's like where they either sell it to somebody else, then it's like it goes out too.
Oh yeah.
What explains Ed Hardy? And that wasn't even a black brand.
That's because white people stay loyal.
No, Ed Hardy's kind of out of the rotation.
Yeah, it
I
it
think
did
Walmart.
make a reappearance though. recently.
A tiny one.
Yeah, because like at first, like all I saw was like Ed Hardy hats,
Right.
And then they ventured into T-shirts and like I don't know if they ever had jeans, but I'm assuming they did.
They did.
But like the hats is what like got them on the map,
Right.
and then, like I still see people wearing them, like not
Yeah, I still
around
see-
here.
I
but
still see some.
You can go
some
right to
Hardy
Walmart and get you an Ed Hardy hat.
Probably.
But like I said, like black people, we're fickle when it comes to fashion. Like we because we're trendsetters. Like we want to wear the next thing that's hot.
Not
and
the-
white people. No offense, but white people they stay loyal sometimes to their shit. That's why polo is where it's at. That's why polo will never not be what it is because they still rock it.
maybe that is why we turn our nose up at our own shit because like we want to be the only one in that shit.
Right.
So like if I see like somebody wearing the same shirt as me, it's a wrap for that shirt.
Especially if they look all fucked up, you gonna be like, man, I ain't got the same shit on as him. Like, there's your twin. Hey, twin, there's your twin in him.
And his parents could have probably was saving up to get him something like that. You know what I mean? Like
Now you're cutting grass in it. So we figured it out. We cracked the code.
Right. Because you know Carl Kanai, I think he still makes shit, but like nobody buys that shit. And I wish we'd do better with that. Like we could have made Carl Kanai the next Ralph Lauren
yeah.
Right.
if we would have just stuck around. But then at the same time, I think a lot of that is from a lot of our like stars or whatever. They don't like when Carl Kanai popped off. It was because Tupac and Biggie was wearing his shit. Two of the biggest artists in the world just decided we're gonna wear his shit. But
Right.
like nowadays. Our artists don't do that. They don't wear small black owned shit no more or promote black shit. They wear Sergio Valenti and Louis Vuitton and all of that shit. They go right to there instead of like promoting our own shit.
Because at that point, they might have a deal with
They-
whoever they're wearing. Or,
They probably do.
I
They
ain't
probably don't pay
wearing
for
this
none of that
shit.
shit.
you know what
I
I
was
mean?
gonna say, true religion was like sought after for a while,
Right.
And now like it's kind of flooding the market. You know what I mean? I wouldn't say it's necessarily gone, but it's like
Accessible now.
Right. Yeah, because I seen this man over here going crazy at True Religion.
relax.
I was like, this nigga is a baller.
Yeah. And then
I spent a whole damn check pretty much on a t-shirt and some shorts. I needed like support in that. I was like,
I should have. You needed me to be like, Wax, don't do it.
Yeah,
I was like, go for it, Wax.
you could do it.
While I go over here to buy some cheap shit. But,
But that's it.
I was about to say like there's some still like some brands that aren't like high fashion that are still around though. Like you guys were saying Lee jeans, but what's the other jeans that's
Wrangler.
I mean the Wranglers and
Right.
what's the other ones that
Levi's.
Levi's, that's it.
right.
They're still rocking. You
Right.
know what I mean?
That's because, like Dude said, the brand is being supported.
Right.
Cowboys, they wear Wranglers, bruh.
For sure.
Lees and Wranglers are Cowboys, that's what
Right.
I'm wearing. If you're working at a farm, you need a rough, tough jean that ain't going to rip, compromise,
Right.
and or let you down in a moment of utter peril when you're dealing with, the animals or whatever you're dealing with in that farm life.
You ain't gonna be wearing those skinny jeans
No
out there
way.
bailing hay.
Or wrestling down a damn, two bull horns, coming straight at you.
But like I said, we're just fickle. Well, I don't even want to say fickle, but like I said, we're trendsetters. So, in the culture, so like what we do spreads out to the rest of the world, basically. So we always got to find the the next thing.
Wave.
Yeah, we set the next wave, and then they take it, and then once they take it, we move on to the next wave.
Right.
We go outlandish with our shit. So like, you guys remember those big red boots everybody was wearing? Like they look like big Lego boots.
They look like cartoon boots.
I'm like, whose idea was it to try to make that? Popular?
And those motherfuckers were expensive as shit.
Right.
What
So
about those big jackets? Those big shiny ass puffy coats, man.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I mean. It's like, you know, it'll be Lil Wayne or somebody they'll tell them to wear it, probably pay them a nice stack to wear them goofy shoes, and then as soon as Wayne wears it on stage, then you see it everywhere because, you know, we're trendsetters. But like, I just wish we would do that with ourselves.
Right.
A little bit more.
Wax brought up a good point. My bad, I ain't mean to
No,
cut you
go
off.
ahead.
I just feel like that'll never happen because of why you said it. If that motherfucker right there is wearing that outfit that I'm wearing, and I'm supposed to be this person of, you know, high value, and you know, who, I might be representing, you know, my own brand as far as entertainer of some sort, and just Joe Schmo is wearing the same, you know, outfit that I'm wearing, it lessens my value because at that point that guy can afford what I can afford.
Right.
So I think it's prestige as well. So both of you guys got a great point in that. That's probably why it ain't gonna happen, Louis.
What?
The brands, you know, as far as the success rate for other brands that are being supported by people that still feel like their brand is necessary.
Right.
Lee, Wrangler, etc.
Ralph Lauren, and you know, I mean, all of the staple brands, they're not going anywhere because they have a core group that's not going to stop buying it.
There's a name for that.
Right.
Supply and demand. There's a demand for that, and therefore I will supply that with there's the demand for. So, you know, that's where that is. There's nobody looking on the shelves for us buyers, which sucks because that was going to be, you know, our way of stepping up the corporate ladder, like you said.
I mean, and the dude that made FUBU, that's the dude off. You ever watch
Shark Tank?
Yeah, so he made his bread off of it. So he probably took that bread and went on and did other great things. So
What's his name? Damon Johns?
Yeah,
or
something like that.
I can't remember. It's something else we use today, or something that we're, you know, real rocking with that he's a part of, or that he's on.
yeah, I'm sure he got his hands in a lot of stuff. So he like I said, he took that and did what he did with it. I don't know. He probably sold FUBU and made bread off of it.
But he probably did it at the right time.
Right. That's the thing. It's like that same thing with like Rockaware and Sean John. They all sold. And once everybody knew Jay-Z wasn't involved with Rockaware no more, it was like, I'm not wearing this fucking Marshall's fucking outfit. Yeah, like I'm not. Because you could buy at a certain point, you could buy fucking Rockaware anywhere. It's like, man, I don't want this fucking shit.
I've never seen a fiasco like how FUBU went through, like what
FUBU
they went through,
down
man.
quick.
But the last ditch effort was Walmart, and them bitches, I think are still there.
As that was when they had, because I remember when they did Fat Albert. That was like right near the end. It was still hot though, but like after that,
You had some Fat Albert.
I
for
did.
Yeah.
I wore that shit every weekend.
To different.
Rumble with Rudy.
Yeah.
It was a burgundy shirt. I'll never forget it. But then they tried to like tear it down, like because like they had like platinum FUBU and like then they
Gotcha.
made like the goddamn football jerseys that everybody and their mama had.
Like
And
you
them
said-
was supposed to be the big deal. Sorry, dude.
No, you're good. But that goes back to the supply and demand. Like if you know the supply and demand charts, it's like if once you flood the market with it, then the demand goes down. So it's like you kind of got to keep shit exclusive.
Bingo.
And that's what they should have just lowered, but they were trying to make as much money as possible, which is what you want to do, I guess. But at the same time, you risk putting too much out there, and then it's like once everybody got it, then nobody really wants it anymore. Then the price goes down.
It makes it irrelevant for me to have.
Right.
Why would I want it now?
Right, 'cause
I
it's not
want one of
exclusive.
one.
Right. It's not exclusive. It's not like, if I buy this and everybody else can get it, then it's like,
how's that make me? How's that make me feel?
Right, I'm just like everybody else. Whereas before, you had to go to Chess King. Remember Chess King? You had to go to Chess King, look on that rack, and be like, I want that one up there.
Well, fellas, you know what they say? All good things must come to an end. But that doesn't necessarily mean that it got to come to an end for you. You know why, Wax?
Why is that?
Because we're going to be back
When?
next week.
Okay.
Same time,
Right.
same location, different material. Peace.
I should do the whole fucking podcast like this.
Eat that
I
shit.
could fucking do it, man. I fucking swear I could fucking do the whole fucking thing like this, man.
Hey, mate. Fucking podcast in the fucking language we didn't even fucking create. Hey, mate. We from Australia.
He said Australia. It turned southern.
Like Alabama, Australian.
I'm from Australia.
And I'm gonna keep on loving you, 'cause it's the only thing I wanna do. I don't wanna stop. I'm just gonna keep on fucking you.